Namaskaram. This is Seshadri from OnCall HR. Today we are going to see code on social security. We are seeing in series of codes which are proposed to implement. Today let us see on social security. Before that, please subscribe this channel as well as press the bell button in case if you have not subscribed. As well as please share this video to all the HR friends. Ask them to subscribe for this channel. Please see total video so that we will get the benefit of this. Let us see now on social security codes. Code on social security 2020. Applicability. Before applicability, we can see what is a social security code consists. This consists of 9 acts, so-called Payment of Gratuity Act, ESI Act, PF Act, Compensation Act, Employment Exchange Act, Maternity Benefit Act, Senior Workers Welfare Fund Act, Building and Other Construction Workers Welfare Chess Act, Unorganized Workers Social Security Act. Applicability, when we see as on today, this social security benefits are enjoyed by the organized sector people only. Now, this new code widen unorganized and who are all not organized sector employees also, they are also covered under this social security. They can, that employees also can avail this benefit. Section 104 and 8 defines PF, which is under chapter 3, gratuity, which is chapter 5, maternity benefit under chapter 6. So yes, every establishment, 20 or more employees are there. These benefits we have to give, that this act will applicable. What is the difference from the existing? Existing also same with the 20 or more employees, but this only for organized sector, that is scheduled employees, here everybody. As well as ESI defines, if it is established in this 10 or more employees, which is same from the existing act, it is applicable, but it is applicable to all. As well as hazardous or life-threatening occupation as notified by the central government, even a single employee is there, ESI is applicable. As well as plantation. In case plantation, if they are giving their willingness to the ESI corporation, they are also can come under this ESI Act. Then this is a new thing is voluntary coverage as well as exit also possible. Not only coverage, in case even this we are not meeting the criteria, we can get the code, we can pay, we can enroll ourselves in the social security as well as we can come out, but that is a period of 5 years we should be in that scheme. Next, come to the same applicability in that who are all the employees while defining PF and ESI, that ceiling is there. So for PF 15,000 and ESI 21,000, that ceiling we are going to continue. That pattern of ceiling is going to continue. May central government announce a new ceiling for this act. Wages. This is a major change from the existing definition, but a new proposed definition under social security is the same definition which is specified in other codes also. In the present, different definitions for different acts is there, but in the proposed, it is the same definition for all the acts. For example, if we see for PF, that is inclusive parties, basic DA, retaining allowance and food concession. Exclusion is HRA, overtime allowance, bonus, commission, like that. And the ESA, if you take all remuneration which are paid in cash or cash is taken, and the exclusive parties PF, LTA, and perquisites. And when we come to maternity, inclusive all the whatever that we pay, and exclusive is only OT, bonus, those things. And gratuity, if you take only basic salary and DA is inclusive, and exclusive is commission, HRA, OT, those things. And the Employee Compensation Act, if you say inclusive part is privilege or benefit which is capable of being estimated in money, exclusive part also there. So that means each act while calculating the benefit or to the beneficiary differs. It is not a same wage for all the act. But this anomaly is rectified in the new code on social security, which is defines same for all the acts, all the benefit also. We can see inclusive part is basic, DA and retaining allowance. Exclusive part, as we have told in some wages code also, that video also you can see in this channel. So what are all the things exclusive for statutory bonus payable, value of accommodation or utilities, anything given for that value, contribution to the PF fund or pension fund or conveyance value, traveling concession, as well as the nature of work if demands any special expenses, HRA, and any settlements, OT, commission, gratuity, and retirement benefits. These are all the things are exclusive. That is, if that comes under other allowance, this exclusive should not be more than 50%. This is the ceiling it has fixed. So automatically basic will be 50% of the total wage or salary. So example, what will happen in case because of that? In the existing law, existing act, if you see once wage structure is like that, basic is 30, DA is 10, HRA 15, special allowance 20, other allowance 50, and the statutory bonus is 10. Put together 100 means under PF calculation, it will be 60 rupees. For 60 rupees, we will calculate PF. For ESI, we will calculate for 100. Gratuity, we calculate for 40. And maternity, we calculate for 100. But it is not the same for all the act. But when the new codes are going to implement under section 2 of 88, it is a new wage is same for all the benefits or acts. It is 60 in this example. So as already told, exclusive part should not be more than 50% of the total salary. That should be ensured by the employer. And what is going to be impact? Yes, our P&L is going to affect because of that, because PF is going to increase by the way of basic is increasing, as well as since it has increased that because of the wage definition, gratuity is also going to increase, bonus is going to increase, and leave encashment, whatever we pay on basic PA, that is also going to increase. So that means our P&L is going to affect, as well as an employer, we should concentrate on wage redefining the wage structure according to the new codes, as well as actuarial values, gratuity actuarial or leave actuarial, that also going to increase. There also our concentration is required. Means a person who employs directly or through any person or on behalf of any person, one or more employees in his establishment, they are called the employer. As well as when it comes to PF and ESI, defines principal employer definition is there, and as well as immediate employer definition. But everything is put together in the same definition is going to come in the proposed act, as well as contractor is elevated as an employer so that more responsibility has been given, as well as the legal representative of any deceased employer also called as an employer. So the liability lies on those people. They are the responsible for all the social securities of the employees, as well as responsibility of the principal employer on contract employees. Still it is same, but since they have elevated more responsibility, the contractors, while executing the any contract agreement, you should be very, very careful, and you have to specify as gratuity everything who is the responsible for paying that. So it should be clear on the contract agreement. And the employee, who are all the employees? The present act of PF defines 2 of F as well as 2 of 9 of ESA Act also define the employee. But when it comes to Social Security Code, it defines very specific in depth. You can see section 2 of 26, other than apprentice or employees, as well as they are directly or indirectly here through contractor. Here also it has mentioned as a through contractor. They are also going to be employee in specifically. So they are really eligible for the gratuity. So we should be very careful, as I told earlier, while executing the contract agreement. As well as it is defines clearly skilled, semi-skilled, unskilled, operational, supervisory, everything. All the people are covered under the employee definition. Because of employee definition in for chapter 3 as well as chapter 4, the wage ceiling which is specified by the central government, though less than that wage amount only, they will be treated as an employee for that purpose. That means for PF and ESI, wage ceiling procedure is going to continue, and those employees only comes under as employee for this benefit. For counting, there is an anomaly now exists, whether for eligibility, in case now the new establishment is becoming 20 employees are working, means whether all total number we should take or overall comes under this ceiling amount to be considered. But that has been clarified here in the new code. All when we while counting for eligibility, all the employees to be taken into account. Next, if we go new terms, some new terms are specified in the Social Security Code. One is gig worker. Who is gig worker? They are not a traditional employee-employer relationship, but they will come for the specific work, participate, they will finish, then they will go. They are called a gig worker under Section 2 of 35. And fixed of employment, we know already, for fixed period only they are going to work. And Section 2 of 36 defines home-based worker. Who are home-based worker? The production of goods or service for an employer which is done in the home or any other place other than the factory or other than the employer's place, they are called as a home-based worker. As well as a platform worker, Section 2 of 60 and 61 defines outside of the traditional employer-employee relationship, the online platform or some, they will be accessing the organization, more than one organization, they will finish the work. Like specialist, they are called as a platform worker. As well as unorganized worker under Section 2 of 86, the workers who are home-based worker or self-employed worker or wage worker in the unorganized sector, as well as the in organized sectors who are all not covered under PF and DSI, they are all comes under unorganized worker. Aggregator, this is a new thing. We are all our experience, Ola, Uber, Zomato, those things. Those comes under aggregator. That means digital intermediary or a marketplace for a buyer or user of the service to connect with the seller or the service provider. These are all, who are all those things? It has given in the schedule 7, 9 people already, it has been identified. So what Social Security Act is, Code on Social Security does not provide any specific social security to this gig worker or platform worker, but it has given the provision central government or state government to notify the scheme. It has specified in the Section 114. Section 113 clearly defines these gig workers or platform workers, they have to register with linking the Aadhaar. This is a specialty of that new course. Everything going to be digitalized, all going to be linked with the Aadhaar. Even now itself, PF, if you want to register any employee, it should be linked with the Aadhaar. Then only they will be member of the PF. Like that, it is going to be all the people are going to link with the Aadhaar. All the things are going to be digitalized. These two are major drastic change. Next, if we come to gratuity, already existing 5 years, going to the existing laws also saying it is going to continue in the proposed Social Security Code also. But fixed term employees who are all under fixed term employment, they are going to get this benefit of gratuity even if they are not completing 5 years. Even that is in IR code, it has specified at least 1 year. Now here it has not specified anything. They should be paid on pro rata basis. Wage definition, it is going to increase, as well as fixed term employees are going to come under gratuity. These two are going to increase the gratuity liability of the employer. As well as one of the provision, now LIC, we are making the insurance for gratuity. We can go for even private providers also, who are all coming under IRDA. For example, if we take gratuity calculation in the existing, if the employee is getting 50,000 as a salary, then basic is 20,000, HRA, other allowance, PF, statutory bonus, special allowance put together. In this example, if you see, so wage for calculation of gratuity is 20,000. In case of Social Security Code is implemented, there are exclusive part and inclusive part. In this example, inclusive is basic as well as special allowance is inclusive. That put together, if you see 23,667, which is less than 50%. In another way, all exclusive part is more than 50%. It should not be more than 50%. Whatever the part is more than 50, it should go for basic things, that is basic wages. So in this example, for calculation of gratuity, as per the Code on Social Security is 25,000. So if you take 25,000, the amount of total gratuity liability is 1,44,231 against the existing 1,15,385 for the 10-year service person. So there is a drastic increase in gratuity liability. And other features of the Social Security Code is maintenance of records on electronic mode. Section 111 says all the records should be maintained digitally. So we should equip ourselves to maintain digital form of records. As well as all the inspection going to be a web-based randomized selection of inspection. as well as that is a faceless inspection. Nobody is going to come. It defines under section 122 of 3. And the limitation of recovery of any dues limited to 5 years. So we can, if we are keeping all the records for 5 years, that is enough. That also any queries comes, that should be settled in 2 years. That is defined in section 125. As well as returns is only one single return, that also digital. It is not so many returns. So penalties also increased. So we will try to avoid these penalties. And as I told earlier, Aadhaar linked identification of employee as well as beneficiaries must under section 142. Already we are experiencing now itself digitalization in acts. So for example, all PF and ESI codes are being generated through Shram Suvidha. There is nothing paperwork is involved, everything digitalized. As well as any PF ESI membership registration, everything happened in digital. All payments are in digital. So in future also digitalization going to occupy more space. So we should equip our organization to face the situation. Thank you for watching. These are all the things which comes under social security code. Please share this video, as well as please comment your anything video you specifically want, you comment, we will provide that video, and we provide all the HR and IT services. Any requirement is there, please call on us. We will provide you very good service. Thank you for watching. Please share to all the all HR fraternity this video. Thank you. Thank you.